From Italian director Ivan Zuccon, best known for his films The Shunned House and Nympha, comes the next generation in Italian horror, Color from the Dark. Based on H.P. Lovecraft's classic story, The Color Out of Space, the film takes place in Italy during World War II and stars the sexy scream queen herself, Debbie Rochon.
I play Lucia in Color from the Dark, and she is a very simple farm woman. She's a wife. They live with her younger daughter, and it's a very simple life on the farm. They're struggling financially, but it's very old-fashioned, solid family values. And then what happens is, because it's based on H.P. Lovecraft's story, the color comes out of the well. Something goes wrong with the well, so the color starts affecting the vegetables and the people, and it starts mutating and changing us. So ultimately I end up to be, I wouldn't say possessed, because it's not a religious possessed, it's a possessed by the color, very H.P. Lovecraftian, and she sort of disintegrates from there and becomes a completely different person and has to get locked into a barn.
So who is H.P. Lovecraft, and what makes his story so unique?
H.P. Lovecraft is an amazing writer from the early 1900s, and he was really interested in writing stories about things that would affect people that are otherworldly, but most importantly that are unnameable. And in our version, it's sort of taking place in real time. It's not something that happened after the fact. So this is like the progression of what's happening right now.
And how is Italian horror different from American horror?
They enjoy gore like everybody else does, but I think what they're looking for are multi-leveled stories. And I know that a lot of cinephiles get it and they love it, but the average American is sort of like, well, why are these things happening in real life? And then it goes to this sort of imaginary world, and they don't really want to go through the trouble of combining it for themselves and experiencing it. So I think just simply, not just composition, and they want more than a linear story. They want to do something that has like style and, you know, dare I use the overused word art within the composition of the shots.
This is Debbie's first time working with Ivan, so what was it like to work with such a visionary director?
It was a one-in-a-lifetime opportunity, because not only did I go to Italy for almost 5 weeks, but I got to work on H.P. Lovecraft, which was a first, and I got to work with someone who had such an amazing sense of composition, but it's almost like the language of cinema superseded, you know, not to sound too hokey, but superseded any sort of language barrier there was, because you would see his shots, the composition of his shots, and you would just completely get what he was doing, that he truly knows on an instinctual level that cinema is an image-based medium.
And what else can Debbie Rochon fans expect in the upcoming months?
They could just go to debbierochon.com. And I have all the links there. I mean, if you go to fangoria.com, you can find the radio site, which I do every single Friday night on Sirius. And other than that, you could just really go to my site, and it has all of the upcoming magazines that I write for, and appearances on TV, and upcoming projects and trailers, and the good old self-promotion website works just fine, so.
So if you're a fan of Debbie, Ivan, and Lovecraft, then check out Color from the Dark, now on DVD.
What's wrong? Couldn't sleep? Perhaps you're hungry. I remember when you were a little girl. And our mother used to tell me. How much you like to.
Hi, this is Debbie Rochon, and you're watching E-Asylum.